Well, the Wisconsin Supreme Court will decide which redistricting maps to use for the next decade. Those maps will determine voting boundaries, but some are calling for a change in how those maps are drawn. News 8 Now's Tyler Jobe joins us in the studio to explain what they want lawmakers to hear. Tyler?
Well, right now, the majority of the boundary lines drawn up lean in favor of Republicans under current Wisconsin law. The legislature draws the boundary lines for both congressional and state districts, but Wisconsin organizers of Represent Us, a nonpartisan organization, as well as local Democrats, are in the Crosse calling for that process to end.
We are here in the cold today because we don't want to be put in the cold.
Fair maps. That was the main message from organizers at a rally in Cameron Park.
The maps have been designed in a way that favor one party over another, and that is, in effect, political corruption at work.
District boundaries are redrawn every decade to meet the latest changes in population. Wisconsin is a swing state, but critics of the map-making process say current maps drawn by Republican lawmakers in 2011 favored the GOP. More than a decade later, Republicans are still in control of the legislature, which means they would draw the new maps.
Our concern is that we're really not looking at balance anymore. What we're looking at is polarization.
Governor Evers vetoed the new GOP-drawn maps, sending the border battle to court. Justices on the Wisconsin Supreme Court heard arguments this week.
We're not in a situation, at least, and nobody made this argument, that the governor's maps or Block's maps or others are illegal or unconstitutional.
Connor Glasson, Wisconsin organizer for Represent Us, says he wants the voters to decide who gets the seat in each district instead of those in power.
We have maps that are essentially already decided for the most part.
Democratic State Senator Brad Pfaff says rallies like this one help get the word out.
It demonstrates the fact that the people do care, that people are following this process.
But voters likely won't have a say this time around. The case will ultimately be decided by the courts. Now, I did reach out to several local Republican lawmakers, including Lauren Oldenburg, Patrick Teston, and Nancy Vandermeer for interviews about the rally, but they were either not available for comment or they didn't get back to me. Mike?
All right, thanks a lot, Tyler. The majority of state legislatures draw redistricting lines for their respective states.